Hey, it's the Empire. Boxing Empire. Backshore Boxing. Now, Badou Jack, man. He says, I like beating British people up. That's wild, man, that he says something like that. I like beating British people up. He says in this article that he's beaten three British people and that he considers James DeGale an actual win, a draw win. Now, it's sort of wild that he said that because I think that was a really close fight. And, if you didn't beat anyone decisively, you can't say you like beating him up because you barely got through that fight, man. It was a close fight enough for you not to say you beat him up. You know what I mean? If you got a draw, you really can't say you beat the guy, you know, even if you consider it a win. You know what I mean? You got to be knocking him out if you start saying, I like beating British people up. You start, beating people's countries, people. So I was sort of shocking that James DeGale said that. But then, he's sort of everywhere, man, because later on in the article he says, "I love the UK and I'd like to fight there one day." And then he and then he says, "To be honest, I've got more British fans than I do Swedish fans." So it's sort of crazy that James DeGale said that, and then like later in the article he eases off that, man. He eases off of it, and it's sort of wild, man. I think this WBA regular title fight for the super middleweight title is really not talked about too much. And I think maybe he's just trying to say something to get people talking, man. It worked though. It worked. But Badou Jack, he needs to be careful what he says because if all his fans are in one country and then you start talking about that country, that's I don't think that's too smart, man. You know what I mean? It's not too smart. But Badou Jack versus Nathan Cleverly would be a really good fight, man. I really don't know who I'm gonna have for that fight. I might make a prediction video tomorrow. I gotta watch more of their fights. I've seen Nathan Cleverly fight a lot. I haven't seen Badou Jack fight too much, man. I've seen him fight a very few fights, maybe one or two. But I gotta go back. I haven't watched it in a while. I gotta rewatch him. But Nathan Cleverly, he's always been a volume puncher. He's always been really good. I always thought Nathan Cleverly beat Fonfora when they fought the first time. I thought Nathan Cleverly overwhelmed Fonfora, and Fonfora hit hard, but it was too far in few between. I think Nathan Cleverly really won that fight, and they sort of robbed him of that decision. That's to say, if that shit wasn't in Canada and it was somewhere else like America, Nathan Cleverly would have won. So I think Nathan Cleverly is actually a really good fighter. He has a really good chin, and I don't think Badou Jack hits harder than Fonfora, man. Fonfora is a light heavyweight. He hits really hard, and yeah, man. So I mean, like I said, I gotta watch Badou Jack fight more. Maybe watch the James DeGale fight one more time, and maybe two or three of his fights. Look at his training, see how he's looking. But yeah, man. So Nathan Cleverly has a really good chance to win this fight. I actually like his. I've been following. I know more about Nathan Cleverly than I do Badou Jack, and it's crazy because Badou Jack could be more. He's more accomplished at least. He's fought tougher opposition and actually been really, really competitive. So, I mean, anyway, man, crazy statements from Badou Jack, man. He's walking on fire, man. He's walking on fire because these Nathan Cleverly fans can easily come out to Vegas and support their boy because it's not just them fighting. Floyd Mayweather and McGregor are fighting, and McGregor has a huge following in the UK. So Nathan Cleverly is inherently going to have a lot of fans there, and it could easily sway the judges in his favor. So Badou Jack needs to be careful what he says, because there's a lot of contradictory statements in this article. I'll link it in the description, guys. But let me know how you guys feel about what Badou Jack said. Let me know how you guys feel about who you think is going to win. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Boxing Empire. Peace.